Fancy a drink?
Oh, yes.
Excellent,
always.
because our wine expert, Tom Canavan's in the studio. The last few weeks, Tom, you've taken us through supermarket wine, you've been in restaurants, demystifying all that. With us here tonight, taking us on a kind of journey through wine over the next few weeks.
Yes, that's the idea. We're going to look at different grape varieties every week and try and point the viewers towards some really interesting examples at different prices.
OK, you're our expert, a resident. How do you become a wine expert? Because we'd like to do that, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
Fancy that gig.
I think you have the essential requirements, which is to be able to enjoy a nice glass of wine.
Scottish.
It's really, being Scottish, of course. It's really, I do have qualifications. Tasting qualifications, but it's really a kind of lifetime of experience, you know, and I'm tasting an awful lot of wine. And what I do for a living now is I write about wine and I judge wines at competitions. So, I mean, I'm tasting hundreds of wines every week, literally, and it kind of just builds up your experience and your knowledge.
It's so hard for you.
It's tough work.
Somebody's got to do who's going to do it. You're going to share your expertise with us over the next few weeks. We're starting with white tonight and Sauvignon, yeah?
Sauvignon Blanc, yeah, one of the real big success stories. People got a bit kind of fed up with, you know, the ABC club, anything but Chardonnay. So Sauvignon Blanc is one of the grapes that they turned to, and it's because it's very different from Chardonnay. It's very punchy, it's very vibrant, as we shall hopefully find out with these
first
three
up
examples.
tonight, what have we got?
First up is a French wine, and it comes from the Loire Valley, which is the kind of spiritual home of Sauvignon Blanc. So have a swirl and a little sniff.
Have a smell.
This will take you back behind the bar in Regano's, where it all started.
That's the champagne, sir.
And I think you'll find that, you know, there are all sorts of... I'll taste it by all means. All sorts of herbal notes in there, basil and kind of leaves of tomato plants, lots of lemon, lots of lime. Have a little sip of it.
Yeah, it's not that kind of big fruity Chardonnay taste, is it? Big melony.
It's absolutely different. It's very clean. No oak in this wine at all. Very clean, very crisp. It's a real kind of flavour of summer, I think, with all those kind of citrusy flavours. All right,
so those are the kind of tasting notes that we're looking for in this. And just remind us on the price on this one as well.
Well, this is $6.99 in Majestic, although I know at the moment there's a save £1 if you buy 2 bottles, so it falls to $6.49 at the moment.
Terrific. What else have we got, Tom? Next up.
Second wine is a bit of change of pace, but it's still Sauvignon Blanc, and it's from the other great home of Sauvignon Blanc, and that's New Zealand. But this one's a little bit different because, unusually for Sauvignon, it has been aged in oak barrels.
And you can smell that.
It's so different. It almost smells like red wine. I know that's a really silly thing to say, but
it does.
The oak gives those notes. Well, notes of vanilla, of honey, of a little bit of toast, even a little bit of buttered toast.
Buttered toast.
And that's all coming from the oak.
Old Glasgow favourite, buttered toast.
That's nice. We like that.
Well, you like it because you have expensive tastes, I'm afraid.
How much?
Well, this is $10.99, which is a lot of money, but yeah, all the processes cost a lot of money. The oak barrels cost a lot of money, and the hand harvesting of the grapes and all of that kind of stuff that goes into it. But delicious on the palate.
We'll have to have another taste just to see.
Still got all that freshness, the Sauvignon freshness. So
I'm tasting a little bit of honey there because I saw a picture of honey, so I guess I must be.
I think there's honey there, Stephen. I think you're not wrong. You can do this job.
And that kind of area of, you know, $7.99, $10.99, that's where you're getting really good value in wines.
I believe that is exactly right. I think we said a couple of weeks ago that anything under £4.25, and you're actually giving more to the tax man than you are for the wines. You're just making a voluntary tax donation, you know.
We don't like doing that.
We don't like doing that.
Fast. Don't know why I'm asking you.
What are you asking me?
How do you know?
I was going to say something very unprofessional, but I won't.
Viewers, if you know, get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. The usual addresses, which is a buck fast. Right, last up here.
We are switching again, and this time what I've done is I've tried to pick a wine for people who love Sauvignon Blanc, but it's not Sauvignon Blanc. It's a grape called Verdejo, and this wine comes from Spain, from an area called Rueda.
Nice.
It's like Sauvignon, isn't it? I mean, you'd think it was. It's an area called Rueda, which is close to Madrid, but it's about 700 metres higher than Madrid, so that the temperature drops by about 1 degree centigrade for every 100 metres, so it's about 7 degrees
I was going to say,
cooler.
Madrid is very hot, isn't it?
Steaming hot. You couldn't grow good Sauvignon Blanc there, you need cooler conditions. But this one's from these high-altitude vines. Again, no oak.
That's nice.
And it has that punchy kind of flavour again. You know, we've got lots of nice herbal and nettly kind of grassy notes again, but also, I think, a bit of passion fruit, a bit of grapefruit in there, a bit of lime.
I think that's my favourite of the three. What do you think, Dawn?
Do you know what, I'm not just saying this because you said it, but I think that's my favourite.
Absolutely lovely.
We should have went for the middle one though, because that's the most expensive one.
And this is the cheapest, $5.99 in Marks and Spencer's.
What does that say about us?
Well, that's been really interesting. You're back with us next week. We're doing the big gutsy reds next week.
We've got big red Shiraz and Syrah, so it's going to be a good kind of warming reds.
Terrific. Look forward to that. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you. Now,